Hello, friends, and you are friends. Welcome to On Top of the World with Joshua J. Hadley. And as always, I'm joined by the man of the hour, the man with the power to super desire, the one pet the man, regret planet Earth. They still don't know what's coming yet.
Hi. Hello. I'm Justin. That's Josh. Hi.
Guys, can you believe this? We've missed the garbage truck 2 weeks in a row now.
2 weeks in a row. Came early.
We gotta write the mayor of Arlington a letter about this.
Yeah.
The people are missing the content they want.
Yes. They need that minute or two of a truck backing up.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
So we have a new sponsor for the podcast, the Kotzebue Chess Club, and we're gonna start every show for as long as they're sponsoring us with the weekly chess puzzler segment. So what this is they have a Facebook group, facebook.com/Kotzebue Chess, or well, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you guys see their posts. We're just doing Facebook right now because that's the most popular site. If there's plenty of interaction and they're like, go on Twitter or Instagram, then like, yeah, we'll think about it. Do you ever use Insta?
Occasionally, not often.
I haven't used it since like 2018 or something. Maybe like it's just been that long. Like maybe since the pandemic. I don't know. That's still a few. Well, we're still like, are we still in the pandemic?
Technically, I think, but like not really.
Anyways,
like, the COVID's still around. It's just not.
Yeah,
like most people who've had it already had it.
Yeah, I mean, right now we only have like 5,000 people dying a week instead of like during the peak where we were having like a 9/11 a day with 9,000 people dying a day. Still people dying.
Yeah.
But, right now I think.
There's still, fucking anime is still getting delayed sometimes because of COVID.
Damn.
There were 3 shows that I watched this winter season that were delayed because of that.
Well, if you want some activities and you're afraid to go outside, we have a. Holy cow. We have a burp.
We have a burp, apparently.
We have a burp. And we have a chess.com club. You just need to. There's a link on the Facebook group, or if you feel so inclined, we have news or flyers all over town. You get the links on there as well if you want to type it in manually. I believe it's Club Kotzebue. And
Club Kotzebue.
Yeah, so this week's chess puzzle is pretty simple. And not, I just wanted to go with something really easy for the first puzzler, and I'm gonna have each puzzle fit the prize. This week's prize is a Chess Made Simple chess set with there's a double-sided board with 32 chess pieces, and these pieces are detachable. That shows how the piece moves. There's cards that teaches you how to play, and comes with instructions. So this is a great set for kids just learning how to play the game. And if you're an adult and see this, or actually, don't even feel bad if like you never play the game and like it's takes you a minute to figure it out. I'm fine with anyone figuring out the puzzle if you're gonna use it to play with, or you're gonna give it as a gift to children or your family, friends, whatever. It's cool. So just there's a flyer up around town, and that goes up early, so that allows people to email me first if they're so inclined to do so. But now, if you're listening to this on the podcast, it's gonna be up on the Facebook group page, so you can just comment. The only thing is, you do have to give me your name, address, so that I could either go deliver it to you or send it to you via Barry Air. And since I'm using Barry Air, it's just gonna be any village in the Northwest Arctic Barrel. Sorry, Abdul, I'm not sending the prize all the way to Egypt.
No Egypt.
But a bigger news item dealing with chess, not the World Chess Championship. That's a small time. We're talking big stuff here. The first Gopher and Tuck Rapid Coliseum, and it's called.
I know what that is.
Yeah, it's called a Rapid because they're 10-minute games. Yes, that's normally Blitz, but chess.com calls it a Rapid, and we're going to use their terminology. It's going to be an hour and a half arena. Winner will get a trophy with a horse on it.
That's a little trophy.
Yeah.
Horsey?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know if this will be an annual event, but if people want to participate, that'd be great. It's going to be April the 15th. And that's not an April Fool's joke, This is the April Fool's episode of On Top of the World. Very big day for Gopher and Tuck.
Yeah. I just realized it's the April 1st one. I didn't prepare any of the stuff I was supposed to prepare.
I think it's because you wanted to say April Fools got ya.
Yeah, that's April 15th. It'll be on Gopher and Tuck's Twitch. I'm not gonna have any clue what I'm doing, but Brandon might. He knows chess more than me.
Oh, BS! Like you almost beat him on the game you played on. It Takes Two.
I should have beat him, but because I didn't know what I was doing, I ended up drawing. I don't think the issue was that our game was played perfectly.
Anyway, it's time to move on to your favorite politics.
Yeah, my favorite.
Well, this should even be a political issue. Well, I mean, shooting is, there was a shooting at a Christian school in Nashville, a trans male, I believe, went there, killed 3 people, like just like that is just enough to count as a mass shooting, but it's still whatever, 3 or more, terrible event, a lot of people got upset because David Pakman, it's a Christian school, and a lot of conservatives say we need more prayer or thoughts and prayers, and people are upset about him because he rightfully was joking about Republican politicians who their only response to these events is ever thoughts and prayers. This is literally a school where there's probably plenty of thoughts and plenty of prayers, and didn't really do anything. And that's not to say if you pray you shouldn't, but we live in the real world and we need real world solutions to solve these issues. I mean, I'm not sorry to say that. This is just, these shootings have just got, it's absolutely ridiculous how many shootings we've had this year so far.
Yeah. Which you could say about fucking every year in the past few. It's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah, and they some on the far right have really dug their nails into what's going on here, because the shooter was a trans person, so now they gotta say, oh well, this is that happened because it's we're having a shooting because of trans people. They're dangerous. They're crazy. When what was the number? There was almost 3,000 shootings by a cis male in the past few years, and 3 by trans people. I mean, it's wild how dangerous they are, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're absolutely ridiculous. They'll just say anything. I mean, I am so sick of identity politics. Republicans pretend it's all the Democrats or now the liberals. You are more likely to hear about trans people if you follow someone like Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, any of these right, either far right or right people on the political spectrum, than if you just follow liberal or left leaning commentators. You know, they here's the thing. I don't know anything about. I'm not a medical doctor. I just believe if you're not hurting people, then you ought to do what what you can what you want to do. That includes transitioning, and as far as I know, you know, um, this idea that you end up believing you're born in the wrong body is real, and most people who transition, they there's less people going back or feeling bad about their whatever surgery they do or whatever they do to transition than people getting plastic surgery. It's like it's like it's like there's actually trans people out there. It's not just some. They're deciding, I'm gonna change my gender. Just for a laugh or whatever.
Mm. Just for a laugh.
Yeah, they're absolutely terrible. And it seems like a lot of people online, Vosh and Ben Shapiro debated this, and Ben got ratioed by Vosh. He brought up their reaction to the Club Q shooting and how there's blaming transgenderism, as they'll call it, on the shooting even happening. The cis male goes in and shoots up a gay club, and like, oh yeah, if there wasn't so many trans people, like whatever it is, they have to blame the trans people if they're getting shot, if they're doing shooting. You just ought to not pay attention to them. Unfortunately, they get uh they have a huge following, and guess we gotta talk about Trump again.
Hey, what a surprise!
But see, this time last week we were talking about how he said he was being indicted and going to jail. Well, now he's indicted.
Yeah, it happened. He has been indicted. It's weird, like, because it's over the hush money thing with Stormy Daniels. There's so much worse shit he could have gotten indicted for, but at least
He
it's
he
something.
he could still get indicted for trying to steal the election in Georgia.
Inciting the fucking riots.
Inside the failed insurrection. That's another thing
Mm,
that's another
yeah.
thing that's going on. So this is the first thing, and Keith Overman made a point on his podcast today for you and I, that it's easier for the second person to indict him. For the first one, it's very hard because it is unprecedented to arrest a former president. I think the last time, like maybe a current president was arrested, or not even arrested. He just had to deal with the police, was Ulysses S. Grant, because he kept speeding on a horse in town in Washington D.C.
Mm,
And that was a long, long time ago, even before
long
Christopher
time ago.
Daniels was born.
Man, he's the old man.
The old man. Yeah, I think it's time for some updates and talking about the old man. This week, this upcoming after this podcast gets uploaded, this is gonna be like hell week for Gopher. I'm telling you.
Yes, it is. So, because, right. So I'm supposed to be on the Honor Forever podcast
It's
next week.
supposed to be it's forced. Like I
Well,
got a
I
knife.
say it's
I got a
supposed to be
knife at
'cause
his throat, and he's like,
we don't.
he's like, you gotta be on the Honor Forever podcast. It's Gopher's like, no,
Well,
no.
I don't know, like, when we're supposed to record it because we can't seem to get the timing lined up for that. But yeah, but apparently I'm gonna be on that allegedly. And then next week, not the current episode, but next week's episode of Top of the World is gonna have Razor on when we talk about WrestleMania, which he may or may not be going to. Other than that, though, all that podcast action going on. We have let's see, Puyo Puyo Tetra started yesterday. As of
Finally,
this podcast going up, episode 1 went up yesterday.
I'm excited for that.
He is excited for
I'm
that.
I'm more excited for that than Roman Reigns and Cody. Honestly,
It's a very exciting time in your life.
true.
Very very excited. Let's see what else. Pokemon, obviously, that's continuing. Still going strong there. every Monday. Let me open the thing here to see my schedule
Central.
for April. Let's see. So we have we have the special video coming out later today of Brandon finally playing Bloodborne on the channel, which
Finally.
is definitely Brandon playing Bloodborne on the channel, and it's not weird that it's coming out on April 1st on a day we don't usually do Let's Plays. So that'll be fun.
You do Let's Plays. There's like there was Baba Is You. There
Yeah.
was you played you played Animal Crossing that one time.
Animal Crossing, which somehow made it into our worst video games compilation list. Even though it's not that bad of a game, but it made it. Yeah. So we got Pokemon Sun, Puyo Puyo Tetris, Legend of Zelda, Minish Cap, whole bunch of episodes with our friend Rob/Siren, musician friend of ours. Whole bunch of Nintendo 64 games played with him via Nintendo Switch Online.
Hell yeah.
And then as for Twitch, I think El Jefe and I are nearing completion of Demon Souls, our co-op playthrough of that. We might finish it in the next session. If not, it'll be the one after that probably. And then he'll take a couple weeks off so that he can sink a whole shit ton of time into the new Monster Hunter DLC. And then we'll be back with something. I don't know if it's going to be Dark Souls 1. We're leaning towards Dark Souls 1 at the moment as our next co-op dealio for Twitch. But it'll also be Bloodborne as Brand's playing, or we might even go outside of From Software to a Souls-like, such as Neo or something of that nature. Brandon and I will be streaming today. I don't know what we're going to be streaming. Probably WWE 2K23, but I'm not sure. We should be streaming on Monday as well before the Gopher and Chuck stream on Tuesday. And then, as mentioned, the following Saturday, the Saturday after that, the 15th, we'll be having the chess stream where chess will happen, and it's going to be chess.
Gopher's
and
favorite
Katsubu.
game.
It's a game. Other than all of that, the top of the world every Saturday morning, Honor Forever every Tuesday morning. I can't really think of anything else for channel updates.
And for me, I've been very heavily on the Katsubi Chess Club and working on that. Been talking to people. Don't want to announce anything because there might be things happening over the board sooner than I thought was possible, but that's still like up and I'm not gonna reveal anything because it could like be nothing. But I'm in talks with people. www.joshuajhadley.com if you want to see anything that's for sale. People ask about the Xbox 360 controllers and like they never get them. But and I think I should put my I have three original NESs, Nintendos. I don't need three of those. I think I said this before, but I'll remind the people. I used to think that when my NES wasn't working, it was just mine. I didn't know all of them had the issue of like, you try to play a game and the freaking thing blinks and whatever. Like I actually finally this winter, or maybe it was in the fall, I put new cartridge what's like not chips. The thing the cartridge connects to on the console, I put brand new connectors on there, and it works just fine. I just have to clean the game cartridges is all.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just mentioning that for a future thing. You know what? If I put it up on sale, I might do it the day of the next podcast or something, just so that people have a chance to jump on it. And it's it's probably gonna be expensive for an old console, but still, it's not like they're making new ones of these, unless you want an NES Mini, which is probably even more expensive. And yeah, so um, you see since before we talk, no, we'll talk about W after we I
All right,
wanted to ask.
so are we
uh
doing questions and bluffing moose? 'Cause
um
I have some stuff here
yeah,
on this.
I thought you said you weren't ready, but yeah, let's do it.
I wasn't, but I got ready during the recording.
Holy cow! Wow.
Yes. So what do you want first, Moose? You want your questions or do you want your bluffing moose?
Let's play a game first.
All right, let's play a game, bluffing moose. So the way this works is, there's 3 headlines. 2 of them are real. 1 of them is fake, and Moose has to guess which headline is the fake one. If he doesn't guess it right, then I die. It's still me. I'm still the one who gets killed and replaced.
Damn.
So, all right, here we go. First up, the headline is Florida couple arrested for selling tickets to heaven. And here's the top of the little article here. A couple in Florida, Tito and Amanda Watts, were arrested a few days ago for selling, quote, golden tickets to heaven to hundreds of people.
This is
That is the first headline.
I can believe this. I mean, at work, I have a coworker who always brings up Martin Luther because he went to college a couple years ago, and he's doing nothing with his education. Anyway, yeah, this is something the church used to do, where you had to pay your way into heaven. So it's sort of a blast from the past.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have police sue rapper for using footage of them raiding his home in music videos. The quote here is, police are suing the rapper Afro Man for invasion of privacy after the artist used home security footage in his music videos of officers raiding his home on unfounded suspicions of drug trafficking and kidnapping. That is article number 2.
Man, the cops would be. I could see them doing that.
Poor Afro Man. Just can't leave him alone.
Yeah.
And finally, Belgian man discovers his wife of 19 years was born a man. The top thing here says, man said that his wife was beautiful and feminine. He didn't suspect anything in 2 decades of marriage, and he says that he now understands why she wasn't good at ironing.
Man, that one seems like, I bet this has happened to plenty of people, and they don't even know yet. They're gonna find out. It's definitely the second one. That has to be the fake headline, right?
Yeah, that is correct. Afro Man was not sued by the police for using footage of them raiding his home in music videos. I get to live.
I was thinking, could it be the third, because the sub headline seemed kind of jokey, but it has to be the second.
All right, and there we go. And now that brings us to questions for Moose.
Oh man!
All right, got 3 questions here for you.
3.
So first we have Vance from Hollywood, Florida, and then he specifies in parentheses not California, like not Hollywood, California.
He wants us to know he's a Florida man.
Yes, he even put like in all caps, not like NOT, all caps, not California. His question is, how did you first get into chess?
My dad was into the game. We played. Yeah, it's just because my dad played it. That's sort of the same reason I got into. I was really into Star Wars back into the day. I actually, for a long time, I didn't play chess. There was a chess club in our elementary school, and I lost the game. I did it for several weeks, probably a month or 2. And there was a tournament where I lost to Nelson Grist, and I flipped over the board table, and I said, "Man, screw this," and I walked home. Never went back. I used to do things like whenever I lost, wherever I died in a Nintendo 64 game, I'd fling the controller at the wall, be all pissed off and whatnot. It's too bad, because if I kept with the game, I'd be so much better than I am right now. But I actually got back into it because of Gopher. He had to play it with Tuck on It Takes Two. Like, I know at the time a lot of people got back into the game because of the Queen's Gambit show on Netflix. It was Gopher and Tuck played it. I thought, that's a really cool game.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
there's your answer, Vance.
Yeah, there's your answer, Vance from
From
Hollywood,
Florida,
Florida.
not
Florida.
Cali.
Yes. Next up, we have from Chris Foster in Kotzebue, Alaska.
Is he here? I thought he was a gnome.
Maybe this is an old one. Maybe this is an
Yeah.
old letter that got stuck somewhere. His question is, why do you keep pile driving me? What the fuck, man? It hurts.
Dude, I actually still owe him because let's see. So I pile drove him. We had a fight. Like he's kicked last one he's see, I actually say he he owes me two, but the thing I owe him two things. But one time I suplexed him and it broke my 3DS. But that was really my fault, not his. So I do clown with that. But
Nah.
I think last time, the last I don't even know if this was the last thing. I remember one time he kicked me in the balls, and I've never gone back for that yet. He still owes me something where I do something to him.
You got to pile drive his balls.
True. True.
Yeah, that's the real tactic right there. Well, there you go, Chris Foster. You got something else coming for you at some point.
Yep, and I do remind him of that.
Nah. And finally, we have Benny from Baltimore, Maryland, where our good pal Tuck is from.
I used to work with a Benny.
Yeah. He asks, how do computers work when it just be wires and shit?
Oh, the wires are connected to a motherboard that has computer chips on it. It's pretty wild thing because, how do they get all this from sand? This has been something they've worked on for a long, long time. Like computers used to be so huge, as big as a room, and those computers were as powerful as a calculator nowadays, which we don't even use. Like we have our phones, which is far more powerful than that.
Yeah.
Even our phones are really computers. Yeah. Do phones even have wires? Is it all just uh, chips?
Yeah, it's like chips and shit. And not even like barbecue.
Yeah.
Sour cream and onion.
We have to pour it on ourselves and dip it into the salsa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how your phone works, honestly.
Yeah, you couldn't tell him. But Benny, that it's with one of the great mysteries. How they managed to do such things with because it's just like things in a box, but then all of a sudden it creates electricity and like you could watch people having sex just because there's things in a box.
True.
People aren't in the box. I mean, the guy's in the box if it's that kind of sex, but people aren't in the actual the computer box.
Yeah.
Wild. Thank you for your question, Benny, and there you go. This has been Moose answering questions.
Finally, and since I think that right now is a good time to tell the people, this show has another sponsor, was it Jittler's Energy Blend? And it came in the mail, the Push and Punch flavor that I ordered on the previous episode. Yeah, and I'm gonna I do like this flavor, but still, I didn't expect this when I got this. Peach or Beach and Peach is still my favorite flavor.
Beach and Peach does sound like it be hitting,
Yeah, yeah, I didn't even expect that because I like fruit punch more than peaches and other drinks, but with Dubby, peach and bleach is the best. I do like push and punch. It's a good flavor. I'm gonna try keep two containers at a time, so I'm not gonna try another flavor until the beach and peach is gone. But yeah. So if you want to, so actually, I should explain what this is first before I tell you how to order it. Right? This is an energy drink or see, caffeine powder with protein. See, here's what it says. W is a powdered energy drink that replaces other inferior caffeine beverages. It contains zero maltodextrin, zero filler, zero artificial colors or dyes. That's true. And no preparatory blends. The star of the show is our coffee fruit extract, which helps you focus with no jitters or crash. And they do warn you. There's you know you should only like take 2 scoops a day. I put one into a drink. Yeah, there's plenty of B vitamins. There's also C vitamin. All this other stuff. Yeah. I really enjoy these. I drink one a day, and I've replaced this with like I'll have a Nas or a Coke or something, and so if I have one of those, I'll skip Dubby for that day. But I've been drinking these almost every other day. Normally, like whenever I go to work, I'll have one, and I think it's helping me lose weight because whenever I have a Coke or something, like I'll stay about the same or maybe gain. But drinking these along with my protein shakes, I've been slowly losing weight. Um, I've been bad. A couple days ago, there's a new Coke flavor which I can't even like. It just tastes like Coke to me. Coke. What's it called?
Cocaine?
Yeah, cocaine.
Mm.
Try that, and I haven't like I since last week. I'm up 2 pounds, but that's because like I wanted to try this new stuff. But I've been consistently losing weight, and
Mm.
I think drinking Dubby instead of all these sodas have been helping me. And if you
Yeah.
want, if you and it's helping me save money because there's 30 servings in a container, a tub, and here like a Nos or will be like $5-6 out of, and these things are $40, and you can even save 10% by clicking the link in the description below. Or if you feel so inclined, go to www.w.gg, and when you're in the checkout area, for a discount code, put Gopher Tuck, not Gopher and Tuck, Gopher Tuck.
Go for a tuck. One
Yeah,
word.
yeah, and that'll give you a 10% discount on your order. I've been using it. I've been enjoying it. Yeah, Debbie.
Yeah. W, there you go.
Um, so how are you enjoying the new WWE game?
Yeah, it's a WWE game, you know. I haven't actually done much in the way of like playing matches. All that I've done really for that was in the last Gopher and Tuck stream where we played 2K23. Um, and presumably again today. Uh, but you know, I've enjoyed what I played of that. Aside from, you know, 2K being its usual self with the fucking playing online issues. Um, but yeah, uh, I've been enjoying creating cause. I enjoyed so far what we've recorded of the GM battle series, which goes up I forgot to mention that earlier. It goes up every Sunday,
Yeah,
two
true.
o'clock p.m. The same time as our other videos, but on Sunday, and it's a full length thing instead of the usual cut down stuff that we do now.
I still can't believe
Um,
you let the AI get Happy Corbin.
yeah, AI, yeah, it's me, Brandon, and then two computers, each doing a show, and the AI got Happy Corbin. You know, it's rough. Um, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. Having a decent time with what I've played so far. Mo-
It's weird. I just called it AI. We don't even know if it's not even real AI. It's just like the game code computer.
yeah,
It's not like
yeah.
it's like I don't know what if it was AI and it's learning how to play the game.
Oh, you know.
Then you'd need to be online all the time though. Um. So um.
Well,
Is there
we have
anything
something.
new that you enjoy in the game before we talk about WrestleMania?
Anything new in the game? It's I probably can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but I feel like there was something thing or two that I mentioned to Brandon. I know it's not new for this game. I think it started in the last game, but I do like that they finally have cross uploading for community creation stuff. I wish they would have cross play in general, but at least it's nice that like you can download stuff that people on Xbox or PC or whatever put onto community creations when you're on
So,
PlayStation and such of that nature.
so if someone takes their like GameCube and makes a character and uploads it, you could download it on your PlayStation 2.
There are several issues with that statement, but you know the idea is there. Yeah. Yeah. So you know, pretty fun. Before we go on to WrestleMania, though, there is one other bit of news regarding video games we could talk about.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. It's official. E3 in 2023 is canceled.
Oh yeah.
And so from what I understand, they just said that E3 this year was canceled, but like the reaction to it is basically that like E3's done in general.
I thought that
Yeah,
was. I thought like that's already happened. You know, it's just become less and less relevant.
Yeah, because like there's so many video game companies and everything that just like do their own shows throughout the year now. Plus, there's like other like what the fuck's there's another big one that happens in June as well now. That has Geoff. Is his name just Jeff? Geoff, that guy.
I forget.
Yeah.
I think that is pronounced Jeff.
Let's see. What the hell is the fucking one that he does? It's called in the goddamn the fucking thing. Let's see. Trying to find this out. It's something in June, around the same time as E3 would have been. Summer Game Fest.
Oh.
Summer Game Fest. That starts on June 8th.
Is that where they do games done quick, or is that just involved?
I think it might be involved. I'm not sure though. But yeah, so like, there's just so much stuff out there that E3 kind of feels dated. You know, it's not really relevant anymore. And plus, all this stuff is like digital. It's easier to consume. You know, it's just it's sad that E3 is gone, but it's also like, yeah, it makes sense. But again, it hasn't officially, as far as I know, been confirmed to be gone for good. It probably will be. Everybody's treating it like it is, but I don't think it's actually officially been confirmed for that.
Yeah, I think they didn't keep up with the times, and they might have been still going with the same kind of thing they were doing back in 1996.
Plus, another issue is like a lot of developers don't want to participate in it anymore. Like Nintendo stopped participating in it a while ago. Fucking PlayStation stopped participating in it. I think Xbox was out.
Oh yeah. I mean, at that point, like
like they're just doing their own thing. So
what's
like,
coming out? Yeah. What's coming out on PC? You know, like, and you still don't got Microsoft either.
Yeah. So, but you know, it's one of those things where like for nostalgia reasons, it's kind of disappointing, but also like it doesn't really matter anymore. There's still gonna be plenty of stuff of this nature happening, but in a better way.
Yeah.
So, you know, but R.I.P. E3, presumably.
Yeah. Rest in shambles. E3. Rest in shambles.
Rest in shambles.
So, it's a hell week for Gopher because it's WrestleMania weekend.
It is WrestleMania weekend.
Should we start with Supercard of Honor? Because you're watching that too.
I'm watching that tonight.
Tonight.
As of recording this.
And main event is Claudio versus Eddie.
Let's just quickly go over the card for this because this isn't the Ring of Honor podcast.
Yeah.
But we can go over the card though, real quick. So we have that, you know, Eddie versus Claudio for the World Championship. Claudio defending. Let's see. We have the Reach for the Sky ladder match, which is a tag team ladder match for the tag titles featuring several teams. We got the Lucha Brothers. We got Top Flight. We got the Kingdom. We got Aussie Open, and we have La Fashion Ingobernable. Russian Dralistico. That should be fun. I mean, I don't know how much you like those kind of matches, but I love like multi-team ladder matches, so especially in Ring of Honor.
It could be fun. You know, there's no Briscoe brothers in the match. Like none of the teams that when I think about ladder wars is in the match, like no Young Bucks
No
either.
Young Bucks.
Um,
No.
well, Sting and
Were
Generico
Daniels and
are
Kazarian?
probably wrestling at WrestleMania.
Yeah. They're teaming up at WrestleMania too. Look at that. Yeah, but it's also like a lot of these teams are great, especially for this kind of match. Fucking Top Flight will definitely fit in well with this type of match. Um, I think it should be fun, and I like all the teams involved. I don't really have a specific team I want to win. I just think it should be fun.
I'd want the Kingdom to win, but I think what Ian Flex said about his idea why Aussie Open would win makes sense too. And they are probably the best team in the match, or they might be. It might be Taven and Bennett. I have to see more Aussie Open. I've only seen 2 matches so far.
We have the going from the tag titles. We have the 6-man tag titles, where it's the Embassy taking on AR Fox, Blake Christian, and Metalik.
Should be a okay match. I mean,
I feel like it'll be fun enough. Like it's
got
it's
AR
not something
and
I
Blake.
care too much about. Yeah.
And Metalik, the trios matches seemed like the best for him, or the best sort of match for him. Like he gets to do like 1 or 2 moves, and there's less chance of him doing a botch or something.
Ironically, because this match has Brian Cage on one team, AR Fox on another team. We saw Brian Cage face AR Fox live during WrestleMania week back in 2016. I
remember them wrestling, but I forgot they were wrestling against each other.
Yeah,
that's right.
It was directly after WrestleMania in 2016. Like we literally drove from AT&T Stadium to the VIP wrestling show, and the match had actually started already. Like it was like just starting when we got there. So look at that. Now they're facing off again in WrestleMania week, but this time in a 6-man tag. We have the Ring of Honor World Television Championship, where Samoa Joe defends against Mark Briscoe.
This is the match I'm looking forward to the most. I wonder what they're gonna do.
Yeah. We have Athena versus Yuka Sakazaki for the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship.
It's been 3 years since I've seen her. From what I see on Twitter, she's better than what she was before. I'm hoping so. I'll be upset if she throws a clothesline and she raises it above her opponent's head instead of making them duck.
She's 5'2", man. That's the thing a lot of wrestlers do. It's like it's an annoying thing, but it's also something. I don't think.
I don't like if people do it. I'm gonna criticize it. Like a lot of people do a head palm shoot.
Yeah, but you act like she's a horrible wrestler because of it. It's one thing.
I mean, it's many things. It's been 3 years though since I've seen her wrestle. She could be better. I mean, I thought she was good. She was like what 18. So okay, she was shitty wrestler when she was 18. She could be better now. I don't know.
I didn't think she was a shitty wrestler then. So we have Wheeler Yuta defending the defending the Pure Championship against Shibata. Which I know you haven't been big on Shibata lately, but I'm looking forward to this a lot.
I would have been excited 6 years ago. Like, you might as well just put Jerry Lawler out there instead.
That would be probably great. I don't know this guy. We have the AAA Mega Championship, El Hijo del Vikingo, which I've heard he's very good.
I thought you watched him wrestle Kenny.
No, I even edited in with text in the last Ring of Honor podcast to say that I did not, in fact, watch that match. But he's defending against somebody named Commander, spelled Komander. Another guy from AAA, so that should be fun.
From Europe.
I've never seen either of these guys wrestle, but AAA Mega Championship, that should be a fun match. Especially if Vikingo is as good as people say.
Yeah, I've never seen either guys, so I mean, it's Supercard of Honor, so you get different people.
And then the final one we got here. I am looking forward to this. Daniel Garcia versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Got fucking Tanahashi on this card.
Oh, yeah. That's a match not even on... Oh, that is on Cage Match. It's just the lineup's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Garcia is okay wrestler. Tana's great.
Donna's fantastic. I like Daniel. I think he's good. He has room to grow, but I think that for where he's at right now, he's really good. And I mean Tanahashi, Supercard of Honor. That's somebody you want on a show with Supercard in the title.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, Actually, that you know what? Now I forgot. Like I did see Tana was gonna be on. I forgot, and that does have me more excited to watch.
Yeah. Let me go to the WrestleMania card now.
Oh, yeah, I already said that Claudio and Eddie
Yeah,
are
we did that
wrestling.
first. Yeah.
But I just
Yeah.
wanted to mention it was supposed to happen in Jakarta at the finals for the Grand Championship, and now we finally like. What's it been like? It's been over a decade, but we finally get to see the match. That's exciting. I
Yeah.
just wanted to mention that. I also wanted
Claudio.
to ask. Yeah.
I was gonna say Claudio is in my all-time favorite Chikara match, where he faced Brody Lee in a steel cage match.
See, do you want to make a game out of the WrestleMania preview? Like, do you want to do Ian's Plex's uh predictions thing while we go through this?
Well, I did predict it though, so I guess I could just say which ones I predicted.
Or yeah, I'll just then I'll read off the post. So I'm on the first page. Okay. Will Miz end up in a impromptu match?
I chose no for that. I believe he's hosting the show, but I chose no for that one.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, we have a yes from Moose, no from me.
Will LA Knight end up in an impromptu match?
I said no as well. I said no for that one as well.
Spooky WrestleMania bonus. Will the Bray Wyatt character have a presence on the show in any fashion? I'm gonna say no. I think
I said yes for that one.
Actually, including QR code. Now that I really see it, yeah,
includes QR code and Uncle Howdy or whatever. So yeah, I put yeah for that one.
Okay, next page. Logan Paul versus Seth Franklin Rollins.
Franklin. I chose Seth. I went with Seth for that one.
I'm gonna go with Paul. It's WrestleMania. Yeah, it's like, oh, the celebrity. He's the biggest deal in the world.
He is the heel, though.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I guess he did like post a video of him in the Suicide Forest, so that does make him heel.
I probably would have went with him if he was the face and Seth was the heel, but because it's the other way around, I'm thinking Seth for the WrestleMania win there.
I'm still going Paul. All right, Ed. Sexton Hardcastle versus Prince Devitt.
Fuck, who the hell did I pick for that one?
I'm gonna go with Edge.
I think I went with Finn, but I'm not sure because it's a Hell in a Cell match, and I assume he's gonna be doing the whole Demon Finn get up. So I decided to go with Finn Balor for that reason.
All right, it's Mysterio versus Mysterio.
Father versus son. I went with old Papa Ray, and I like the suggestion someone made. I forgot who. Let me check. Who the fuck was it? Somebody made the suggestion recently in the Discord. Oh, there it is. Ian quoted Brian Last as making the suggestion that Rey Mysterio wins the match by spanking Dominic and then Dominic tapping out.
That'd be amazing.
That would, yes.
All right. Brock Lesnar versus Almost.
Brock.
Yeah, Brock. I'm going Brock.
I mean, yeah. Come on, it's fucking Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar almost.
You know they're doing this match just so that they can have a fucking like video of Brock F5ing Almost to use in video packages for years.
That makes sense. Will Bobby Lashley be involved?
I haven't really been paying attention to the shows, so like I don't know if that feud is going on at all anymore. But I said no.
I think they're teasing the Hurt Business getting back together. I'll just say no too. See, okay, so women's match: Liv Morgan and Rodriguez versus Natalia and Joey Ryan's penis. Or is that the one?
Yeah, Shotzi Blackheart was Joey Ryan. She was also Pizza Cat. So.
Oh yeah, Ronda and the other
Shayna Baszler,
the other MMA girl.
Yeah, she's one of the 4 horsewomen of MMA, along with Ronda.
The 4 horsewomen versus Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville.
I went with Ronda and Shayna.
This a title match?
Yes, this is for the. Actually, no, it's not, huh? It's just a Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. It says Women's WrestleMania Showcase. So I guess it's not for the tag. Who are the tag champs right now for the women's division? Do
I
they
don't know.
have tag champs currently?
I'm going with Ronda and the Four
Let's see.
Horsewomen, basically.
I'm just gonna see real quick who the fuck the champs are, if there even are champs right now. But yeah, I went with those two as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Chelsea Green takes the L.
Who did I choose? I think I went with Liv Morgan. I considered going with Chelsea Green because she seemed like the obvious choice, but I feel like they want Ronda and Gina to beat someone who's like on the upward tick here, and Liv Morgan's fits that. Where the hell is the list of the? I can't find like a list of champions for the women's tag. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. That is a complete. That is the old. I didn't know they had a fucking tag championships back in.
Back in the 80s, back when there was the Japanese ladies.
So who the fuck are the fucking champions right now? Can't even find a list of all the. Oh, is it fucking right? Lita and Becky Lynch.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fucking Lita and Becky Lynch.
All right. There's also a men's Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, men's WrestleMania Showcase Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match.
There's the Conservatives versus the Street Profits versus the Shush Boys and the War Machine.
I went with Braun and Ricochet, the Conservatives, as you mentioned, because I'm pretty sure it's been teased that the Street Profits and Alpha Academy are both like they're both those teams are teasing breaking up. And if it comes down to the Viking Raiders and Braun Strowman and Ricochet, I feel like they're probably pushing Braun and Ricochet as a team.
Yeah, all these four teams. I think that's the one who's winning. Who will be pinned? I'm gonna say Chad.
I think I went with Chad as well, actually.
I see 6-woman tag team match: Becky, Lita, and Trish versus Damage Control.
I want Damage Control to win, but I'm pretty fucking sure they're having Trish and Lita win at WrestleMania.
Well, Becky's on the team, and she's probably the biggest
Becky's on the team
star.
as well, but like they could be teaming fucking Trish and Lita up with fucking Tamina, and they'd still have them win.
I'm fine with the baby faces winning because it's Becky's on the team. Like, and I have no idea who Damage Control is.
Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky.
Oh yeah, they could definitely lose.
I think they should win, but they're not gonna win because I just hope Lita is better than she was in the match where she won the tag titles. Because, oof, that was like watching Lita back in her prime, but at like fucking 10 times slow motion.
So like a Jerry Lawler match.
Yeah, very slow.
Yeah,
I probably Trisha's now, but it was bad though. It was oof.
I don't know who Dakota Kai is. So I'm gonna pick her to lose.
Dakota Kai is great. Oh, you're right. You had to pick somebody to get pinned. I think I also I might have picked Io Sky. Might have picked Io Sky for that.
I forgot this was happening. John Cena versus Austin Theory. I think
for the
Austin
U.S. title
wins here.
Yeah, I think it's I think they're very high on Austin Theory, and this is gonna be like a passing the torch thing. But we have John Cena versus John Cena Jr. So
yeah,
as we saw him 7 years ago in that fucking Rumble match to decide who faces Jake Roberts.
Yep. Asuka versus Bianca Belair. I like Asuka, but Bianca seems like a bigger star to me and more of a like. I think Asuka's like I don't know, how old is she?
I don't know, but like they've been doing like bringing back her sort of Kana, was that her name in the before WWE?
Yeah, Kana.
They were bringing back like her like Kana look recently, and like that gimmick, and making her very dangerous. So I'm assuming Asuka's winning this one. So I went with Asuka. Should be a great match.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I thought I would only watch Cody versus Roman, but there's several matches I'd want to see here. Including this one, Rhea Ripley versus Flair. I think Rhea wins here.
Yeah, Rhea won the Royal Rumble. I fucking hope she wins this, and I think she will. And this should also be a fantastic match. Charlotte gets a lot of shit, but she is actually really good. Like, she maybe isn't good enough to warrant being like a fucking 10-time women's champion or whatever it is already, but she is really good.
Her father was never like the best wrestler in the world, but I think he was always the most consistent. You know, and plus he had the stamina to go 60 minutes, whereas other wrestlers didn't. That's not as important today, but like, yeah, I mean, she doesn't get enough credit, I think, as a wrestler. Absolutely.
I mean, Rhea Ripley is fucking Rhea Ripley, so
yeah. And why I picked her. So next match, three is a what do you call those? They're
triple threat,
three ways. Let's see. It's Drew McIntyre and famous Sheamus wrestling Gunther for the Intercontinental title.
Yes, and Gunther, by the way, is like a few months away from breaking the record for longest Intercontinental title reign, I believe.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be Honky Tonk.
Damn, he has to get past this match to do that. Let me see. Let me check the reigns and then sort it by days recognized. Let's see. He is currently third at 290 days.
Imagine number 2 is Randy Savage.
Randy Savage is number 2 with 414, and Honky Tonk with 454. So that's like 160 days.
Is that the recycling truck?
That's trash. I don't know what the fuck I heard earlier then, because I heard a similar sounding truck earlier, but no, that's trash truck.
I think you were April Fool's to me there.
I don't know, but yeah, there was the actual. No, look at that. But yeah, so he's about 160 days away from breaking the record, and I kind of expect them to do that, so that's why I went with Gunther here. Although I could see Sheamus winning. I could kind of see Drew, but I think Sheamus has a better chance.
I'm picking Drew to lose.
I think I picked Sheamus to lose just because like him and Gunther have had those matches recently. But yeah, I picked Gunther to win. Sheamus to take the fall. Should be a fantastic slap and meat match.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do a callback to the past, and Samris is gonna do a kick to Gunther and pin him in 3 seconds, and Drew's gonna be like, "What the hell?"
That gonna be after Gunther kisses his girlfriend on the apron?
Oh yeah. See, Kevin Steen and El Generico versus the Usos.
Yeah, that's fucking Owens and Sammy. Feels like how are they gonna do anything other than have them win the titles at this point?
Yeah, and I picked Jay to lose. I think he's the one that got a DUI, right?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but who the fuck?
Well,
I think. Well, see, I picked Jimmy because Jay's the one that like throughout this whole thing has been like conflicted and wanting to side with Sammy. Like they've been teasing that. So I don't know exactly how it's gonna shake out, but I just figured, fuck it, I'm gonna go with Jimmy to take the fall.
I'm going with Jay. I think, but just because I think he's the one that gotten in trouble recently. Well, not too recently. I think maybe a year ago.
I think they both have had DUIs.
Yeah. See. All right, main event: Cody versus Roman. I think Cody's winning.
Yeah. I could easily see either thing happening, but I did go with Cody. I feel like the odds are more in favor of Cody winning. I mean, at this point, how long has fucking Roman's reign been?
It's
got to be in the 400s, right?
His universal reign is almost at 1,000 days. His WWE title reign is at 400 or something. Actually, no. Actually, I think it's a year now because he beat Brock at the last WrestleMania, right? So it's like near 365.
It's a lot. Is the point? It's many days that he has been a champion.
Sorry, guys. He's never gonna. No one's passing Bruno.
He is currently at 358 for the WWE Championship.
Yeah,
and at 939 for the Universal Championship. 930. He is like second place. The second longest Universal Championship reign is Kevin Owens at 188.
When he lost to Goldberg.
Yeah. Yeah. So Roman has like fucking like over 700 days more than the second place for the Universal title reign.
And final question. Final question. Will Solo interfere? I said yes.
I believe I said yes as well.
All right. There's all my answers for Discord Mania. Do you want to give the people remind them what's happening with Gopher and Tech before we sign off?
Stuff and things, you know. We got some fucking Sundays GM battle mode going up on YouTube. Fucking that fucking chess stream on the 15th of next month. This month, I guess.
Well,
actually,
this month because this airs April Fools.
Yeah. Later today we're streaming, and also Brandon is playing Bloodborne on the channel for sure.
Pointy Tetris is finally up.
Yeah, there you go, and stuff and things and stuff. And Razor will be here next week on this podcast to talk about WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's absolutely exciting. We're on it forever. It's gonna continue on Tuesdays. And Gopher's gonna finish Demon Souls, right? With Chewbacca?
With Juck, yes.
With Juck, and On Top of the World's gonna get is on Gopher and Tuck or Spotify every Saturday morning. Well, maybe Saturday afternoon, depending on how the internet is in Kotzebue, which is, how spotty.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been On Top of the World. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.